welcome back to the channel. We're coming to you from a slightly different venue this time. This is Royal Pin Western Bowl, west side of Indianapolis. And we've got another ball review for you today. This time it is the hotly anticipated Storm Level. This one's got a lot of attention. Urethane-like motion is what they're saying. It's supposed to be able to retain cover for longer. Will it? We'll check it out. All right, Storm Level. This one's got a lot of attention. People are calling it Storm's answer to the new blue. I'm just gonna move this over because I plan to be a little further right with this. Now, I've actually thrown the level a little bit before this, and in fact, this is my second level. I'll explain why in a minute. So first shot with it, track area. That's kind of what I like about that level. I kind of ran up and through that there, but basically what you're looking at with this ball is something that is smooth, early, but not urethane-like, so it's not early and stop. So the idea behind this ball is to try to bridge the gap between a pitch black, which is of course urethane, and the IQ. It is resin, so let's just get that out of the way right now. It is a resin ball. You know, we'll call this shot number one. First shot, track area, about 12 or so. So it's behind the first one a little bit more than that. This is supposed to get started soon like urethane, kick hard like resin, but not really hard. People are calling it like a new blue or one of those other kinds of balls. I'm not sure quite compares the same way, and I'll explain on in a second. So there's really two reasons for that. Number one is the new blue is a bit clean up front. This is designed not to be. And the new blue is also designed to absorb oil at a low rate, which means it should create carry down kind of like urethane does. This is designed the opposite, to absorb oil on a fast rate, and what they really are trying to do is keep the cover the same for longer. So if you make a cover adjustment, the theory is that by the end of the night, it's still close to that same surface. So I'm gonna go 1 and 1. Remember, this is urethane light, so I'm not gonna go with crazy adjustments, but maybe I will try 1 or 2 from left to see what happens. That's what that ball seems to want to do best. Get started early and continue. The other one I drilled was 4x4x1. This one is 5x3x1. The reason I did that was the other level definitely gets started early and then gets kind of mellow down lane like urethane will, but when the fronts go away, it seems to want to read it. So I'm hoping this will get through that spot a little bit better. 3 and 2. Keep in mind that this core is very high RG, low diff, so those differences aren't going to be huge like they would in a more dynamic core. Okay, I got behind that one a little. That's something I'm working on. And I really kind of amplified the difference there, and that you can see it get started and fade. Getting behind it will do that. So I don't really need to get behind this as much. So I'm gonna go another 2 and 2. I'm gonna try to get around it a little bit, because now I'm in a zone that this ball's not necessarily made for. This is a fresh house shot too, so I gotta bear that in mind. That's the zone where this ball, I think, starts looking like one of the NU balls from another manufacturer that shall remain nameless. But in reality, it's still very urethane-like. I think it is a urethane-like motion. It is still early, wants to get through it, but if you get left enough, it can still get through the front like a resin ball because it is a resin ball. But I'm gonna go another 2 and 2. This is shot number 4, I believe, and let's see if I slowed down and really kind of gave it the business, what will it do? Yeah, doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. But it's not made to do it. different tools for different situations. This is not a ball that's made to loop the whole lane. So I'm going to instead move up. And I'm really going to try to give this the business and see, can I get this to actually see it? So slow with that yam factor here. Patent pending term of mine and only mine. Oh, that's terrible. But that's also why you would throw that over a urethane ball. I missed that way left. Definitely just collapsed the shoulder. Terrible shot, but it got started. It got started enough to carry. I can play a fallback kind of look with that. You cannot do that with urethane from that angle, at least not with a pitch black. All right, so for a comparison ball, we're going to try something a little different. Everybody else is throwing the urethane because, I mean, that's kind of the point of the ball. But what I wanted to see is, how would this stack up to something else you might throw below an IQ? How about a Tropical Surge Solid? Shout out to Patrick Dombrowski, the king of the tropicals. Hopefully can trip a 4 on this. Another high RG, low diff solid. It's very similar to the level, but this is not intending to be anything like the RPM cover stock of the level. This is just a straight low-end reactive. How will this look? So I'm going to start in the track area, just like I did with the level. I'm not going to try to gas it or anything crazy. I'm just going to get it off my hand, see what happens. Miss it dead right. Not exactly the ace shot I was hoping for. But what you will hopefully see in the video there is that this is still longer than the level. It gets through that spot a little bit more. So I'm going to go 3 and 2. Level wants to dig in early like Thane. This, even though it's a solid, does not. Same kind of thing. You almost have to look a little carefully for it, but that is not digging in early. That's getting through the front. Very clean. So, 3 and 2. Not the best shot I've thrown. Kind of got around that pretty bad. Here to work on my release too. Now as I step in a little further, I need another piece of tape in this ball. It might explain something. See, that's where the level was not getting there. So I could see this being like a step up from the level into an IQ, for example. As you step in left and want that urethane motion out of your bag, this would be a natural thing you'd want to go to. And a lot of people are actually throwing this, even though Tropical Surge is on the lower end. It's not just a Patrick Dombrowski thing. I've seen a lot of people with a lot of success with this ball, myself included. It's actually really good. So even there, that zone, that motion is definitely different from the levels motion. You can kind of see it trying to make it back. I got behind that one a little bit better, which is why it didn't really hockey stick. This is still a low-end ball, so as I get into this zone here, on the fresh, it's probably not going to have it. This is shot number 6. In fact, I'm going to do the same comparison. Jump in like I did with the level, kind of yam on it as best I could. Probably miss it left, and let's see if it wants to set or not. Well, missed that way left. Yeah, you can definitely see a difference there. The level kind of set up early, laid off, and then face up to the pocket. This got through it, and then I'm forepinning because I'm getting back in reaction that was not with the level. And it's right here where our microphone battery cut out. But that will do it for our review of the level. Basically, it's what was advertised. It is a very urethane-like motion. It is not the hook stop that urethane will give you, so it fits in nicely between pitch black and an IQ. You can get further left, but not as left as, say, Tropical Surge or an IQ. So if you're really trying to control those flatter patterns, I think this should be in your bag without question. If you like this video, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or any of the other SPI products. Let us know what you think. We'll be coming back soon with reviews of the 900 Global Zen 25 and the Storm Equinox. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.